fixtures and stuff like that. It's a retail store. And I see this person just like throwing furniture around and fixtures around, and I was like, okay, we got a little crazy on our hands. I text my manager and I'm like, hey, there's a crazy person in the back throwing around furniture and fixtures. She immediately texts me back and says, are you okay? I'm gonna call the police to file cardboard. So I fold back my cardboard and peep through the window. I parked like in the back where we keep a lot of like our fixtures and stuff like that. It's a retail store. And I see this person just like...
I thought she did data entry. She mentioned data entry. Not this video, but she mentioned she did data entry. And her data entry in her earlier video, she worked at data entry and they gave her a month off. They were so supportive. So how's it a retail store if you do data entry and you can't go back and delete that video unless you two go in there and edit them yourself?
Throwing furniture around the window. I parked like in the back where we keep a lot of like our fixtures and stuff like that. It's a retail store. And I see this person.
She said we. As in she works at a retail store.
Just like throwing furniture around and fixtures around, and I was like, okay, we got a little crazy on our hands. I text my manager and I'm like, hey, there's a crazy person in the back throwing around furniture and fixtures. She immediately texts me back and says, are you okay? I'm gonna call the police to file a report. And I said, okay. So I'm already awake.
And one lady on another channel, she hit on, why didn't Jennelle herself call the police? Why you let your manager call the police? She should have called the police if she was that scared. Why you gonna call your manager, then your manager call the police?
I start work at 8:30, so I just start to get ready for the day. About like 30 minutes later, the police call me to finish filing the report on the crazy person.
So 30 minutes after she called her boss to tell them about the crazy person throwing furniture around in the back of the retail store they work, the police called her after 30 minutes of receiving that call from the manager to finish following the report. She could have just straight up called the police, gave them, told her what's going on. They could have sent somebody out there. If that's the case, could have sent somebody out there.
Because I'm the only person here to file the...
Could have been like, I'm coming in to work. I see a crazy person throwing stuff. Could you come get them? That's all you had to say. Call the police yourself.
I'm giving them a description of the person. It's a slender male who's wearing basketball shorts.
I don't like how she closed her eyes, like she try to... But I guess people want you to try to remember something, but I just don't like how she just close her eyes to describe how the person looked. Yeah.
Long brown hair. I continuously check in on this person, and I notice that they're walking away. I'm letting them know this person is walking away, they're leaving the premises, the show's over. As this person is walking away, some of my coworkers start to drive into the parking lot and head into work. I'm like, alright, the coast is clear.
So the person walking away from her van in the parking lot, not her van, hold on. I believe they're walking away from where they were throwing the furniture at.
Premises. Shorts, long brown hair. I continuously check in on this person, and I notice that they're walking away. I'm letting them know this person is walking away, they're leaving the premises, the show's over. As this person is walking away, some of my coworkers start to drive into the parking lot and...
This way gets just a little crazy.
Head into work. I'm like, alright, the coast is clear, I'm good to go, but I'm still on the phone with the police, just finishing the last of the report. And I am just about done getting ready.
Could have just called the police yourself. They could have just came straight out. What report are you taking over the phone? What report? They come out there to see if everything okay. But here's where the story get crazy though. Still.
I'm sitting on my bed, tying my shoe, and the second I unlock my door to walk into work, guess who opens my door and tries to come in the van? The crazy person.
So the crazy person was by the back of the retail store. I guess she was parked near by the back of the retail store in the parking lot. He was throwing furniture. She was throwing furniture. She said her coworker started to come in. The crazy person started walking away. She was on the phone with the police. Now she said just about when I opened my door, when I opened, when she unlocked the door, so she hit the locks on her door. As soon as she hit the locks, the crazy person right there opening the door. Okay, really? Like they see people coming into work and the crazy person still around, and they right up on your car just waiting for you to come out. As soon as you hit the locks, right there they open the door. Right, right, right.
Who was throwing furniture around. My original description of this person was male. The second I unlocked my door...
Why are they outside throwing furniture around? This is a strong man contest, strong woman contest. You know, homeless people they'll probably take the furniture with them and take it back to their spot wherever they live as a homeless person. But come on, yeah, you got free furniture outside. You throwing it around. If you homeless, you selling that shit. Fuck. So what? This is where it gets crazy.
This person opens my door and comes into my van, and I like freak out. I'm like, hey, you can't be here. Close the door. I'm on the phone with the police, and she's like, why did you unlock your door? And I'm like, dude, I thought the coast was clear. I gotta go to work. As this person walked in, I'm like, never mind, it's a girl.
So she's just still on the phone with the police as she was about to head into work. Well, 30 minutes later, police called. I guess in between 30 minutes, she was getting ready for work within them 30 minutes. So I guess she just brushed her teeth and washed her face. Cause she wear makeup to bed. I always see her with makeup on at the end of her videos and when she go to bed. Even here, she got on a little bit of makeup. So I guess, not having a full service sink, you sleep with the makeup on. But at this point, she's still on the phone to police as she's about to leave the van. Unlocks the lock. As soon as she does that, the crazy person opens the door. Just happens to be right there.
Because the person who walked into my van was actually a girl who I don't think was more than 25 years old. Well, it looked like we were pretty close in age, and I felt kind of bad for her. But she was definitely under the influence of something or just mentally ill. That just took me by surprise because I watched this person leave. But according to my calculations, this girl must have walked all the way around the building and circled right back to my van, waiting for me to unlock it. I mean, I unlocked the door. She comes in and she's...
How would she even know you was in the van? We ain't never seen this person before. How would she even know you was in the van?
Like, hey, I just wanted to hang out in your van. And I'm like, get out! Obviously, she was just looking to steal stuff. After she tried to come into my van, or she did for a moment, she was moving on to the other vehicles in the parking lot. One of my coworkers had a truck. She climbed into the truck bed and started looking and throwing things around out of the truck bed. And
he figured they have an alarm, but not one single alarm on a truck. If I jump on somebody's truck and start throwing shit around and they got an alarm, more than likely people gonna have an alarm on the truck. So the alarm didn't go off.
She kept trying to open everyone's door. She was obviously...
And everyone's door, alarm still didn't go off. No alarms, no coworkers coming outside seeing what the commotion is. So just straight down the line, she's opening the car doors, trying to, and there's no alarm. Straight down the line. She's that lucky that no car alarms went off and nobody came out to try to see what's going on.
Scavenging for anything that she could find. And I'm still on the phone with the police, and they sent a couple cop cars to come check.
What does it mean when you look down and talk? You're trying to remember something, they're trying to make up something. If you're trying to remember something, you're trying to remember a legitimate memory, or you're trying to remember a legitimate story you're telling. A legitimate script you're telling. What did your parents used to tell you guys when you were looking down while you're talking? Why are you looking down while you're talking? You lying. What do the body experts say about that?
Out the scene and talk to her. The cops knocked on my door, and this is the first time that the cops knocked on my door.
And you gotta look down and make up a story like you just making up something, looking down.
Right. And I wasn't...
Give the benefit of the doubt, maybe we should just trying to recall the memory. I gotta work both angles, but still looking down. I believe it was. No, it was that. No, 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 it was that. Just looking down like, no, no, oh, oh no, oh no, nah, it wasn't that. No, okay. Which one was it, lady?
Trouble. They asked me if I wanted to press
That was just an example of how when some people look down at how they could be lying. All right.
charges against her because she did break and enter into my van. And I said no, just because I felt
She didn't really break and enter. You said she heard a thing unlock, and she opened the door, and she almost came in, but she pushed her back. But how does that break in and enter? She didn't break the door, and she didn't really enter it, so you can't really charge her with breaking and enter. I mean, gotta find another charge besides breaking and entering. Because that wasn't breaking or entering. Maybe trespassing, but she lived in a van, so how can it be We didn't say trespassing, because she stuck her head in, maybe a little bit of her head in. That's all you got on there.
bad for her, and I just had a feeling that, she doesn't really need to go to jail necessarily. However, they told her to leave, and she, left for a little bit, but my manager on her lunch break went to the neighboring shopping center to grab a bite, and I guess the girl came back and tried to break into everyone else's car in the neighboring shopping center. So I don't know if she successfully did. So yeah, that is the time someone broke into my van while I was in it. And I know the story is a little bit anticlimactic, but fortunately that is the only time I've ever felt unsafe or uneasy living in my van. It was a very, very mild situation. It is definitely 1 o'clock in the morning, and I need...
1 o'clock in the morning, she has on makeup, y'all. I guess, again, when you live in a van, you don't have the luxury of a simple sink to wash makeup off. That's something so simple, y'all. It really is simple.
to go to bed, so...
She got the Alfredo earrings on sale soon. She just posted her music store information and her store to her clothing now. To her thrift store clothing shit she buy and model. If you go to her last video talking about story time, you'll see all her information now above about her store and her music. So somebody's pushing something. Somebody's pushing some buttons here. It's not just her. It's not just people looking at van life. It's not. Let's continue and finish this video out.
I'm gonna stop talking now. Toodles.
I'm gonna stop talking now, Toodles. Yeah, you just suck at talking, though.
I'm Jennelle, so I'm going to leave him alone for this bed. Parked in the parking lot of the 2019. Someone broke into my van while I was in it.
Now we're just gonna get the date of when this happened, so I'll just make sure it was this year. Cause she said she was at she worked at a retail store, basically, and not data entry. So what happened to the data entry job? And fans gonna say, "Oh well, she left." No, that's the place that she said they gave her 2 weeks off, and this happened in March. So she didn't just change jobs like that. This is March 2019 when she said it happened.
It was March 13th, 2019, a Wednesday. I was
And you go back to the video where she said she did data entry, and that's the job that let her off to go on her YouTube van tour for a month. I'm gonna go back to her first video and find it where she said it. But here she's talking again. I'm repeating myself because she's talking retail store.
going to sleep in my comfy bed, parked in the parking lot of the company that I used to work for. Around 7 o'clock, I got a knock on my door, which...
So in March, you used to work for, in March, April, May, June. So April, May, June. When did you take that break that you told them you was going away for a month to explore YouTube. So if you're still at this retail space, hold on, y'all hear this?
I was kind of parked in the parking lot of the company that I used to work for.
Parked in the parking lot of the company I used to work for. In March of this year, she worked for. But then, didn't she say I got a month off from my job working at a data entry place? Don't say she was working 2 jobs, because she was in the van sleeping on this job. She was in the van sleeping, about to get ready for work. So, if she was working data entry, it was only for a couple of months. So, after a couple of months, that is not going to give you a month off after you only been there less than 60 days. She released this video in summer, the first video in summer in June.
Around 7 o'clock, I got a knock on my door, which...
Yeah. Let's go see people. Okay, March 13th. This is uploaded June 26th. So she recorded it maybe June 20th. We'll give at least June 20th she recorded it. Even June, March, April, May, June. Okay, if she left there in March, sometime in March or April, she only been at the new job for a month and a half. And she said she got a month off to explore YouTube. Tasha said she worked on her van at the job. So was it a data entry job or the retail store job you got the power tools from to work on your van? Either way, her time and don't add up. That don't add up.
You're the guy with the gun. The person who'd do anything to protect the ones you love. But did you...
Okay, we'll see you in the next video. Okay, this is Awkward Occurrence or Awkward Entertainment. I'm going to be reviewing Jennelle Eliana one interview. One of the many interviews for some odd reason. For her not to be a plant. Just all over the place with interviews. We're going to be reviewing her FBE interview, and we're going to be reviewing her story times when someone almost broke into her van. And we're just going to look for body language.
You're in my van right now. If you're a robot, please DM me and let me know. Hello, I'm Jennelle, and I live in a van with my pet snake, Alfredo. Today, I'm going to be watching some of the conspiracy theories about me, and I'll let you know what I think.
So first of all, Jennelle, thanks for having us over to your van.
Thanks for coming.
But why do I even have to contact her to even do a video about that? That's something so small. And this had a white lady talk in the beginning. Hello, Jennelle. Thank you for coming today. Just pay attention to their interactions, her face.
While we're a huge fan of your content, there are some out there who have been questioning your rise and have put out some conspiracy theories around how you got to where you are so quickly. So today we're going to run some of these theories by you and get your thoughts.
Alright, let's dive in. The channel's rapid growth is all a scam.
This don't seem like a natural YouTuber, a natural person who, started from 0 to 1 million to a month and a half, however long. And her body language, she just don't seem normal for a regular person to just stumble on YouTube in a van
Do fake bots
and gain 1 million subs, and they have people on 2 different shows ask them about a conspiracy about how they get up to be so many subs so quick.
subscribing to it and fake views and comments.
And get your thoughts.
Alright, let's dive in. The channel's rapid growth is all a scam due to fake bots subscribing to it and fake views and comments. Okay, it's like probably the number one thing. It's just like people in my comments like, these are all bots. And I'm like, okay, sure dude. I get DMs and stuff from real people. I know they're not bots.
So I'm pretty sure.
I would hope
This seems like she's a little nervous. I ain't gonna say she's nervous because she's on camera. Somebody would throw that excuse out there. She's not nervous because she's on camera. It just seems like she's nervous because she making shit up. And you got that snake, little serpent, devil snake right there.
Like everyone's just revolving around me.
So why do you think people think
Well, like them fake laughs. Like, she is a bad actor.
this?
I mean, just because I think I had like the fastest growing channel for a moment, so that's understandable seeing like hundreds of thousands of people subscribing at one time. Like, this just can't be real. There's more than 1.6 million people on the earth. I'm sure that it's possible.
So obviously this one is in reference to some thinking that the account has a lot of views and subscribers
To me, this is a bad interview. She did a bad interview.
because you're using fake bots to help you gain traction with fake accounts.
You know how when you confess somebody, I'm gonna say confess, when you approach somebody about something they did to you or something, about something wrong or something, and the reaction you get is a nervous reaction or whatsoever. I'm trying to find the right ways to put it. But she's been confronted with the conspiracy theories, so-called theories going out there about her. So she is very nervous, and she doesn't act like she's innocent. And she doesn't act like a normal person in that position. People will say, well, how do you know that? Okay, she's holding a snake. And so far, her body language says that she's like just putting on a front.
Yeah, no. Someone made a video about how much it would be if I actually were to buy subscribers and stuff, and it's like a million times more the money than what I have in my bank account currently.
Fake bots, true or not true?
True. I'm just kidding. No, not true. If you're a robot, please DM me and let me know. YouTube auto-subbed other channels to Jennelle's channel, so she gained lots of subscribers. I think this was probably like what made people like believe that my channel was fake. I don't really know how that would work. I don't.
And those real people who said the channel auto-subbed them. I've been auto-subbed to other channels before. And other people have on YouTube have been auto-subbed to other channels before. Like before her channel came along, people were being auto-subbed to other channels. So I don't... What you talking about? Oh, they say they're being auto-subbed and bombarded with a recommendation by her. Okay. Her recommendations for her videos.
I didn't know that was a thing. Someone made like a whole video and like kind of did a poll and was like, were you auto-subscribed to this channel? And I believe like 90% said like no. And I think the 10% were just trolls.
Some are saying that this was all planned and very strategic and not by accident, accusing YouTube of auto-subscribing other channels to your channel. Basically, that would mean that YouTube was subscribing accounts to your channel automatically without the account owners knowing it. But that does not mean that they were automatically viewing your videos.
I don't think that anyone was auto-subbed.
No one said they was automatically viewing the videos. They was automatically subbed and automatically giving recommendations to her channel and their feeds. You know, she was promoted, still promoted. If you look at her sub count on Social Blade, they're still dumping in subs. Subs are still coming in. Or regular people still, she haven't been out there in the spotlight. They put in the spotlight so long, so regular people, kids, really kids, and maybe young females in their 20s.
I think people are just trying to campaign against me. If you were auto-subbed, unsubscribe, dislike, leave. That is beyond my control, if that is true.
Alright, so YouTube auto-subbing, true or
It's all them cuts they just did.
not true?
If you were auto-subbed,
Just watch the cuts. Cut here, cut there. Why you need to do all them cuts for?
I don't think that anyone was auto-subbed. I think people are just trying to campaign against me. If you were auto-subbed,
Like a cut right there.
dislike, leave. That is beyond my control.
Another cut.
If that is true.
Alright, so YouTube
A cut.
auto-subbing, true or not true?
Not true. Jennelle's channel is sponsored or promoted directly by YouTube and or other brands. Freaking wish. I wish I was sponsored by someone.
And that wasn't convincing enough for me.
Hey YouTube, if you want to sponsor me, I am willing and able. Yeah, no, YouTube working with me in any way, shape, or form. I didn't even know that was like, I don't know, YouTube can sponsor people. Like, is that a thing?
So why do you think people think this?
Is that a thing? She just acting stupid right there. Maybe she is naive.
Working with me in any way, shape, or form.
She that naive, but she got that little devil snake though.
I am willing and able. Yeah, no, YouTube is not working with me in any way, shape.
If you don't know, YouTube sponsor people. You know, all up in them recommendations. All up in trending, I mean. In recommendations, because she was coming in people recommendations. All up in trending. I could pick out a few people who channels are look like sponsors. Most definitely sponsors. You know they sponsoring some of those trending time channels. By sponsoring meaning they produce those they produce that. They help produce or they sign them people on, but they produce that.
Perform. I didn't even know that was like, I don't know, YouTube can sponsor people. Like, is that a thing?
So why do you think people think this?
Just because of the growth of my channel, which honestly, okay, YouTube posted me on their Instagram and Twitter and their community posts, so they weren't really helping with the conspiracies, and I was like, this is beyond my control. I had nothing to do with that.
So you are in tune with these and you like look online?
No, I'm not. People send them to me and I'm like, oh, okay.
Have you seen the ones where people like literally pause your videos when it's on brands, like the Hydro Flask? They were like, see, she's sponsored by Hydro Flask. Or like,
hey, Hydro Flask, if you want to sponsor me, I have tons of your product.
And to tell somebody lying, they gotta look at their body language and see if they have a natural reaction to what's being asked. Like,
We can maybe.
you really don't need to look at the products, even though her putting those products in the video help. But the snakes help to figure out she's a snake. And the bad acting helps.
Work on something, I guess.
or even like people like paused it when you were singing in front of the Chase Bank and were like, oh, she must be sponsored by Chase.
Hey Chase, if you want to sponsor me, my bank account could be a little bit better and help me with investments. It wasn't intentional.
Another cut.
I just, you know, brands are part of my life, I guess. Like whatever products I use, and I feel like if I was trying to like promote these brands, I wouldn't be talking about how expensive they are.
Or this, you won't put them in people's face.
Everything in here paid for with my like hard-earned money. Like I'll look at everything and be like, I worked 5 hours for this hour. Like everything is just like sentimental in that sense, where like I worked for it.
I worked 5 hours for this hour. No, you would have said I worked 100 hours for this, 80 hours a week for this. She just don't see genuine. Don't seem like a genuine person.
No brand sponsored me.
So essentially some believe that your account is part of an agenda that YouTube has with you and your channel, perhaps because of the content and because it's so brand friendly. Some believe that YouTube itself has been involved in the creation of your channel and videos, and therefore YouTube is recommending your channel to users more than they would for other channels. Similarly, some are saying that some of the brands you mentioned in your videos have been sponsoring your videos despite you.
So YouTube is let's go. FBE is ran by YouTube. I can guarantee you FBE is ran by YouTube. Just like MTV got their own little shitty ass actor shows, reviewing videos or doing dumb games. And YouTube is in the same business of that. Over a decade, FBE, YouTube. Well, they're sponsoring FBE, of course, 19 million. No, I don't even know who FBE is, so how they get 19 million? But someone with 19 million, you know somebody in on that. Don't nobody know FBE. Ain't no teenagers going out with FBE. But they got their ad. They never know me. Anyway, let's go back. I'm trying to finish the video up.
It's not an ad, which is why you're able to travel.
But FBE 19 million, you just got to put a red flag right there and say, you know, I figured some channel with 19 million subscribers would do an interview with her about conspiracy theories.
Take breaks from work.
I am just like, I feel like I'm good at budgeting. So that's how I'm able to travel. But no brands are sponsoring me. I wish they were. This build was not cheap for me.
Alright, so
That was just phony.
YouTube and or brand sponsor.
So that's how I'm able to travel. But no brands are sponsoring me. I wish they were. This build was not cheap for me.
Does that look like a legitimate laugh? Hold on. I'm at 480. Does that look like a legitimate laugh? Do 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 do. Does this seem like a genuine person? Dun 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 dun. Does us. Dun dun dun.
Alright, so
Look at that face. This is good. I don't feel like we whine. I really don't feel like keep rewinding. But
YouTube and or brand sponsored, true or not true?
Not true. 100% not true. I wish it was. Jennelle is an industry plant backed by a production media company. That's honestly kind of flattering. A lot of people were like, there's no way she filmed and edited this as her like first video, and I did. And thank you. I film and edit on my phone, and I'm still learning.
So some are saying that you don't actually live in this van, that it's all staged by a production and media company that is helping you create.
this whole thing is staged because they wouldn't be approaching her about it at all. So this is what they call clean up. Yeah, this is just cleaning up her image. But the truth isn't going nowhere. So I mean, they can make as many videos about her conspiracy as they want.
Create this content and ideas so it isn't organic. They're saying that this is all the work of a production and or media company that is backing your channel. Some have even said that you could be part of a Netflix campaign for a new movie or TV show.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but no one has reached out to me in that sense. And no, this is not a set. You're in my van right now.
We can attest that this is really where she lives.
Yeah, it's just me, myself, and I. I film and edit my videos myself with a little bit of help from Alfredo, and yeah, there's no team. I wish there was, maybe in the future, but not anytime soon.
Did you see why, like, somebody might think this?
Honestly, no, I think that's like really a stretch. They're really reaching for that one. I mean, Netflix show that's like way, way beyond me right now. Jennelle doesn't really live in a van. She is only claiming she does for the views. I understand this because there are people in like the van life community who really just park their van like right outside their house and just use their van for content. Unfortunately, that's not my reality. I don't have a house to just park in front of and like call home base. No, and I'm not the first person to make van life videos too. That's like also something I want to touch on. I'm not bringing in this like new niche. This has been around for like since the 70s. I feel like I'm just in a different like situation than most, where I don't have like a digital nomad job. I have a regular job, but I'm able to live this lifestyle in California and like live my best life, and I figure that'd be helpful to some people. Honestly, this is probably the best decision that I've made for my early 20s.
And to not have to pay rent, man.
So great. So great.
Dreams.
Gas is, yeah, but not as much as rent. This has been home for a while, will be home for a while, and whether the views are here or not, I'll still be in this van.
So the theory is that you don't live in this van. True or not true?
Not true. I do live in this van.
With Alfredo.
With Alfredo. We live in this van together. He doesn't pay rent, unfortunately.
Alright, so that's all the theories that we have for you today, but are there any theories that we've missed that you might have heard around, like, that's surrounding your channel that you want to address?
No, I think you covered all of those, which I'm glad I was able to debunk. Some of the conspiracies I can kind of...
She didn't debunk it in no way, form, shape, or how. How did she debunk it? By lying? Just generally speaking, just saying the opposite, it don't mean you debunked it. That's not proving nothing. You can say you're not a cheater, but you're actually a cheater. Really?
Understand, but I know the truth, and that is that I just filmed and edited and uploaded like everyone else, and the algorithm freaking loves me. Even if I try to debunk them, there's always going to be people who are like, no,
Yeah, cause you no way, shape, and form debunked anything by them putting you on FBE.
Everything you say is false and a lie. And I'm like, okay, well, leave. Even with the conspiracy theorists, like, I just want to keep making content. And it's false. Everything you say is false and a lie. And I'm like, okay, well, leave. Even with the, like, try to debunk them, there's always going to be people who are like, no, it's false. Everything you say is false and a lie. And I'm like, okay, well, leave. Even with the conspiracy, try to debunk them, there's always going to be people who are like, no, it's false. Everything you say is false and a lie. And I'm like, okay, well, leave. Even with the conspiracy, try to debunk them, there's always going to be people who are like, no, it's false. Everything you say is false and a lie. And I'm like, okay, well, leave. Even with the, like, try to debunk them, there's always going to be people who are like, no, it's false. Everything you say is false and a lie. And I'm like, okay, well, leave. Even with the conspiracy theorists, like, I just want to keep making content, and I feel like eventually they'll realize, like, okay, this is just her. There's only 3 videos, there's only so much you can pull from it.
So finally, what do you want to say to everyone who has these theories about you and your channel? And you can say it right to them.
Hey, I'm real. He's real. This fan's real. My YouTube channel is real, and I am too broke to pay for subscribers. I know that I don't really, like, I'm not really engaging because I don't know how to engage with you guys because I don't want to, like, respond to some people and not other people. I feel like that's rude. But I'm going to try to be more active and interactive, and I'm so stoked that you are following our journey in this freaking van for some reason. Thanks to FBE for making this video. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos of me and Alfredo at Jennelle Eliana, or unsubscribe.
Okay, just not genuine. That's my reaction to her interview with FBE. She doesn't seem genuine enough. Okay, let's get into her story time video.
Traveling, I really was just living in the van, and I was working full-time at this company that I still work for. Right now, I just do like data entry, and then I was going to school, so I wasn't traveling. I really just stayed pretty stagnant. Full-time at this company that I still work for. Right now, I just do like data entry.
There's a lot of cuts in there. I don't know why she got a bunch of cuts in that scene. But this is her explaining where she works at. This was uploaded July 26th. In the last video, she said she was at the retail store March 13th. That she no longer worked at 2019. This is July 26th, 2019, a couple months later. So in March, she was still at that retail store.
Traveling, I really was just living in the van, and I was working full-time at this company that I still work for. Right now, I just do like data entry, and then I was going to school, so I wasn't traveling.
So she said she was doing data entry that she still works for. Because her story is they gave her a month off to do YouTube. It's been over a month now, y'all, so. July 26th. But in the March 13th video, she was at a retail store and she saw a homeless person throwing furniture around.
I really just stayed pretty stagnant and was on school. Right now, I just do like data entry, and then I was going to school, so I wasn't traveling.
Because the volume is so low, this is closed caption.
And I was working full-time at this company that I still work for. Right now, I just do like data entry, and then I was going to school, so I wasn't traveling. I really just stayed pretty stagnant and was focusing on school. And then after I stopped going to school, I decided to put in more hours at work, save up, so that I could travel. So basically, the majority of last year,
Van life journey.
in the parking lot of the place that I work. They have like an arsenal of tools that they like can check out and things like that. So I would go to work on my lunch breaks. I just try to build things, and I would stay until close and just be in the parking lot late at night building stuff. And everyone was so supportive and so sweet. And on top of that, it really allowed me to travel and really flex my schedule, especially when I was going to school. But also now that I like want to travel more, I just kind of tell them like what my plans are.
But all that traveling, she had no income. She said she was traveling and traveling and traveling and her flexible with her schedule, but you had no income to do that, sweetheart. Doing data entry. Well, that's what you say you're doing now, or you were doing, because another video, you said you worked at retail, and we gathered that from you saying that you worked at retail because the homeless person in the back got a hold of some furniture that was out there and just started throwing it around. The homeless person you said looked like they were drugged up on something. Could have sold the furniture for money. Like, they wasn't a real homeless person. Or maybe the story wasn't real, so either or. Benefit of the doubt, people say they are abducted by aliens, but I don't believe that crap either. So
Card. I'm like, hey, be okay for me to make my schedule this and this, so I can go do this and this. And the majority of my work schedule was I'd work like half the week and then vacation half the week, or I'd work for a chunk of time and then leave for a chunk of time. Just got really lucky. Not a lot of companies will do that.
got really lucky in more ways than one.
I freaking love you. You're the best. I actually just took a month off right now. Just got really lucky. Not a lot of companies.
The laugh she does is the same laugh she does in the FBE video they did about conspiracy. Just that corny, not genuine laugh.
That, and my managers are watching this right now. I freaking love you. You're the best. I actually just took a month off right now to focus on this YouTube thing, and it wasn't a problem. So, no, I am not a digital nomad. I'm working and traveling simultaneously, and I'm pretty content with that.
I thought she said you was working and traveling simultaneously. Well, at the same time, I guess you can't work and travel at the same time because you can't take a job with you at this data entry place that you said you worked at. Or you were still working at in July because this video was released in July and done in July, but you quit another job in March. So I don't know how you keep up with your lies, but you really don't.
Honestly, I live in California. My work is like in the center of California, so if I drive which direction, I'm on vacation, which is great. I lived a pretty sheltered life, like growing up. Me just like venturing out into these ideas.
Okay. That's been this video breakdown. This girl has been caught lying. This don't make no sense. I'll take it how you want it. This has been Awkward Occurrence for Awkward Entertainment, and we'll see you in the next video.